Malie Donn, born Kimali Stewart in Jamaica, emerged from the vibrant and gritty streets of Kingston, a city long revered as the heartbeat of dancehall and reggae. Like many Jamaican youths, Malie grew up in a tough environment shaped by poverty, crime, and struggle. However, what separated him from others was his relentless passion for music and raw talent for lyrical storytelling. Raised in a working-class family, Malie was exposed early on to the street culture that would later dominate his lyrical content. Music became his sanctuary, a place where he could vent frustrations and dream beyond the boundaries of his immediate surroundings. As a teenager, Malie started penning lyrics, influenced by the likes of Vybz Kartel, Bounty Killer, and Mavado. He was nicknamed Problem Child by his peers due to his fiery temper and confrontational energy, a persona that would eventually evolve into a major brand identity in his career. Malie Donn began releasing underground freestyles and performing at small events across Kingston, gradually building a loyal grassroots following. His breakout came around 2019 to 2020 when he dropped the track Bank, which caught the attention of many within the dancehall community. The single was raw, gritty, and undeniably catchy, highlighting Malie's lyrical dexterity and commanding delivery. From there, he began releasing a series of songs that showcased his range, from aggressive war tunes to party anthems and even songs reflecting street struggles. Tracks like Crocodile Teeth Freestyle, V6, Thug It Out, and Big Meech helped cement his reputation as one of dancehall's most promising new stars. His energy on the mic, aggressive tone, and authentic street representation aligned perfectly with a new generation of dancehall fans hungry for unapologetic music. Malie Donn soon found himself collaborating with other upcoming and established artists, including Skeng, Joshi, and Intense. Malie Donn's music is a mix of trap-infused dancehall and raw lyrical storytelling. He represents what many would call the trap dancehall movement, characterized by dark beats, violent imagery, street codes, and hyperreal narratives. While his music often glorifies the fast life, it also reflects the emotional toll of poverty, loyalty, betrayal, and survival. He raps with a distinctive gruff voice, often switching between rapid-fire delivery and sing-jay styles. Tracks like Pain show a more introspective side, while Fully Gaza reaffirms his affiliation with the Vybz Kartel-led Gaza movement, solidifying his street credibility. Malie Donn is also a master of branding. His slogan, Problem Child, resonates with many inner-city youths who see themselves in his defiance and hustle. Whether he's performing at local stage shows or featured on YouTube dancehall playlists, his presence is magnetic. Malie Donn lives a lifestyle reflective of his rise from the streets to the spotlight. He often shares glimpses of his day-to-day life on social media, designer fashion, late-night studio sessions, flashy jewelry, and moments with his crew. He embodies the quintessential dancehall badman image, fearless, confident, and stylish. Yet behind this persona is a deeply focused artist. He treats his career like a business, always looking for the next hit, maintaining consistency, and engaging directly with fans. He's aware of the short attention span of the digital era and frequently drops freestyles, music videos, and social media updates to stay relevant. Malie's music videos often depict urban Kingston, fast cars, cash, and weapons, reinforcing his gritty image. His style leans heavily on streetwear, often rocking brands like Amiri, Dior, and Nike Tech suits, with his trademark, Problem Child logo showing up in visuals and merch drops. While Malie Donn keeps most of his personal life away from the public eye, he has occasionally shared images of himself with a woman believed to be his longtime partner. The couple reportedly share a child, though he has rarely posted about his family, perhaps as a way to protect them from public scrutiny and the dangers that sometimes accompany fame in Jamaica's volatile entertainment landscape. Fans who follow him closely note that while he raps about women, loyalty, and betrayal, he often makes subtle references to fatherhood and responsibility, hinting at a more mature side beyond the bad boy image. Malie Donn has at least one child, a son whom he reportedly adores. In interviews and lyrics, he has hinted at using his platform to build a better life for his family. Even though his public image is often that of a ruthless street soldier, he values being a father and provider. He once mentioned in a live stream that his biggest motivation is making sure me youth na grow up the same way me did, referring to his harsh upbringing. This drive fuels much of his grind and ambition. With fame comes wealth, and Malie Donn has used his earnings to upgrade his living situation. Though he hasn't publicly showcased a mansion, it is believed he resides in a secure and well-furnished property outside of Kingston's inner-city areas. Close associates claim that he recently purchased a new home in the hills overlooking Kingston, a step up from his earlier circumstances. He is said to have invested in small-scale real estate, possibly buying land for future developments. However, these investments are kept largely private, likely due to security concerns common among rising dancehall stars. Malie Donn has a growing fleet of cars, a standard marker of success in dancehall culture. He owns several luxury vehicles, including a black BMW X6, which he frequently showcases on his Instagram. A Toyota Crown, common among dancehall entertainers. A Mercedes-Benz Coupe, wrapped in matte black. His love for speed and style is evident in his car choices. Each vehicle is customized with rims, tints, and occasionally unique wraps that feature his branding or affiliations. Net worth. As of mid-2025, Malie Donn's estimated net worth is between $300,000 to $500,000, based on income from music sales, YouTube monetization, brand deals, performances, and personal investments. His YouTube channel, which garners millions of views monthly, is a significant income stream, bringing in revenue through ad views, sponsored content, and exclusive releases. He also earns from live performances, both in Jamaica and in the Caribbean diaspora markets, US, UK, Canada. As Malie continues to gain international exposure, especially with the growing trap dancehall niche, his net worth is expected to increase rapidly. Legacy and impact. Although still in the early years of his career, Malie Donn has already left a noticeable impact on the dancehall scene. He's part of a new generation of artists pushing the genre beyond traditional themes, infusing it with global street culture, new flows, and a raw urban aesthetic. He has inspired dozens of young Jamaican artists from inner-city neighborhoods to pick up the mic and tell their truths. His "Problem Child" brand resonates with youth dealing with systemic poverty, crime, and a desire to break free through music. Malie's music often acts as a mirror to society, forcing listeners to acknowledge uncomfortable realities while also giving them a sound they can vibe to. His legacy will likely be shaped not just by hit records, but by how he helped evolve the narrative of modern Jamaican youth.